Hi everyone, Mr. Martin here, and we are ready for another lesson of tennis. So, hopefully that you've participated in the last few PE lessons, looking not only at our tennis but also our gymnastics curriculum too. And hopefully you've been participating really well in those and enjoying them. So we bring you tennis today. We are going to be looking and building on what we've done in the last few weeks. So, recap with me, what have we done? So, if you know it, then shout it out at home, because we've worked on how we hold a tennis racket. We've worked on our footwork, and we've also worked on our forehand. So today, if our forehand is going forwards like that, what do you think we could be working on? Any ideas? Any tennis players at home? Yeah, all right, we're going to be looking at our backhand. So did you know that? If you did, fantastic, because they are the two most important shots in our tennis because of the fact of the way of our body shape and the way that we hit and strike the ball. So we're going to be looking at that, but first we need to do our warm-up. So we're just going to start with jogging on the spot. So just get those knees working, just jogging on the spot. Just as long as our arms and our feet are all working, we're just going to go through getting ourselves nice and warm. You might want to do it around the house, around the front room, around the kitchen, around your bedroom, wherever you're watching it. Just warming up. And on to the next one, we're going to go into star jumps. So just nice and wide, arms and legs. Just getting that heart beating. I can already feel my pulse getting faster. So just out and in. Good, and I'm going to change. I'm going to go into lunges. Alright, so just lunge and lunge. So remember, I'm adding a little movement forwards and backwards, which is increasing my pulse as I get my legs working. Once I've done those, I'm going to change. Alright, I'm going to go high knees. Just nice and high. Again, arms and knees pumping. Again, you might want to move around as you go. Nice and light on those toes. And then we're going to go back up at the back. So heels, just nice and light. You can't hear me thudding. Nice and light on your toes. Good. And hold it there. Good. Hopefully that heart is now pumping nice and fast as we do our dynamic stretches. So dynamic, what does it mean? Anyone know? We're looking at our on the move. So we're going to imagine we're stepping over a gate. Try and get a rhythm if you can in between. So get that little step. I'm just going to step off the mat. And we close the gate to step back again. So we're just closing. So out to in, out to in. Okay, can we have little kicks? So remember, we're doing gymnastics. So we need to make sure those legs are nice and warm and nice and flexible. Good stuff. Keep going. And can we start upper body twists? So twisting, rotating that torso, big stomach muscles, nice and strong. And then we're going to move into arm rotations. So can we go forwards? And can we go back? So again, big arm rotations. Open up your shoulder. And one more, just for a little stretch. So we worked upper and lower body. Can we add in some arm to toe movements, nice and big. At home, you may want to go on for a little bit longer. Remember, you should be holding them anything from 10 to maybe 15 seconds. If you're a little bit older, you might want to again stretch your muscles a little bit more. But again, really focus on what you're trying to achieve. Getting your body really mobile, flexible, ready. We're going to move on to our fun game. So I'm going to use a tennis ball. So hold on 1 second. I'm going to go and grab a tennis ball. Can you grab yours? Here it is. I've got a tennis ball. If you've got one at home, great. If you haven't, if you've got any ball, and you've got maybe a pair of socks that you can scrunch up, and all you're going to do is, we're just going to get our hand-eye coordination, have a little fun game, just some throws up, Not too high, just above your head. Just some throw and catch, throw and catch. You might go from one hand to the other. Can you work two? Can you go quicker? Oh, quick, oh, look at that. It's gone everywhere. So, just working your hand-eye coordination. Just from one hand to the other, up and catch with the other, up and catch with the other. You might then tend to bounce it, bounce from one to the other. Good, and then once you've had a go with that, you might want to do it a little bit longer at home, so you may want to pause the video and just play with it, have a little bit of fun. We're going to do a quick game of Simon Says. So, we might go, Simon says, throw and catch. Good, Simon says, bounce and catch. Simon says, hands on head. Simon says, throw and catch. Throw and catch. Did you do it? You shouldn't have done it if you did, because remember, it's Simon Said. Simon says, star jump. Simon says, bounce and catch. Good. Simon says, throw from one hand to the other. Good. Simon says, throw back from one hand to the other. Good. And Simon says, knees. Simon says, toes. Fantastic. Okay, so again, just getting your pulse raising a little bit. You may want to play with that with a family member. You may want to play that with a brother or sister, sibling, all right, that you may have at home. If not, then again, just play along with me. It's all the same. Okay? Woo! Right, now we've finished the warm-up, we can go into the main part of our lesson. So we're going to be looking at teaching you the backhand. Then once we've taught you the backhand, we are then going to go into, and we're going to get you to play with the backhand, and then hopefully we can progress you on and maybe have a little bit of a competition. All right, so today we're going to need two things. All right, well, two pieces of equipment. All right, one is going to be some sort of round ball that you can strike, and then we're going to need some sort of bat or striking material. So I have a tennis racket here. You may not have one of those, so again, kind of, can we improvise, all right, and adapt? And can we maybe get a frying pan? Or if we can't, you can use your hand. It won't be quite as good, so try your best to see if you can get one of those. But again, if we're using some of your home materials, try and make sure that your parents, your guardians, all right, an adult at home has said yes before we do so. So, tennis ball, tennis racket. The third and final thing we need is a wall, all right? That wall is going to serve as our partner to start with. So, practicing our backhands, we are going to stand side on, all right? And as we stand side on, we don't just stand like this, we don't stand square on, we need to stand at that diagonal open body shape, all right? We're just going to bounce the ball into the ground, and how we're holding the racket, so remember, between our finger and our thumb, we're going to wrap our hands around the racket, all right, to make sure a nice firm hold. We're going to bounce it, and then we're going to step in with our racket hand, stepping in and striking forward. Remember, the ball is on our non-racket side. So when I bounce down, all right, it's the opposite hand to the hand that I have the ball on. So when I bounce down, I'm stepping and striking. So just watch, all right, so I bounce, I step, and I strike. All right, again, watching, I bounce, step and strike. I bounce, step, and strike. So remember, forehand is going forwards like that. This one is going across your body, all right, working from away to forwards, all right, coming across. We're not coming all the way round though. We're just following, stepping forwards, all right, almost like we're playing cricket, and we're stepping in and striking. So as I bounce, I step, and I strike. Again, remember it's nice and controlled to start with, so you might want to stand quite close, not too far away, because you want to get the technique, you want to understand how we do it. So we bounce, we step, and strike, alright? So, what I want you to do is, can you go away, can you go and practice that? Just spend maybe 4 or 5 minutes having a go, getting the technique. Remember, if you can't quite do it, it's not you can't do it. It's not that you're not very good. It's one of those moments that we call not yet, okay? So you can't quite do it yet. It doesn't mean you won't ever be able to, and we're looking at challenge yourself, all right? As long as you know how to do it, practice it. You will get there, all right? I have full confidence, you guys at home, all right, all you home learners, that you will be able to do it. It's just about that confidence. So just 4 or 5 minutes, go away, practice that step and drive forward using that backhand technique. All right, see you in a few. Hi guys, back again. So we're moving on. Hopefully you've practiced that, hopefully you've got some success. Remember, it may be that one where you just can't do it yet, all right? So we're going to keep developing though, we're going to keep practicing, because the more time that you spend on it, the better you'll become as long as you understand and know the technique. So this time as we go, can we use some object? I'm just going to use one of our pop-ups, all right? And all you're going to do is you're going to put that about halfway, all right, between you and the wall, all right, the other object, and we're going to look, all right, at trying to hit and strike over using your backhand. So, as I stand with my body shape, all right, so my racket hand in my front arm and my ball in my back arm, I'm going to step and I'm going to try and strike over it, all right? Remember, you're not looking for anything other, all right, than for it to go over and bounce the other side. So, once you've done that, can we collect the ball? All right, so you're just going to practice a few times of that. So it's bounce, up and over, all right? So you've got to imagine what we've got on the other side is your teammate and our core. So, as I go, it's up and over. So I'm not just striking forwards, because if you're not as tall, all right, or your arm's not as tall as our barrier or our net, what's going to happen is you're just going to hit it. So we just need to make sure as that's bouncing, up and over, up and over. And again, one more time, watch. So I bounce, up and over. So it goes up and down, a bit like a rainbow, all right, over your net. And hopefully what you're now getting is a bit of success where it goes up, down, bounce the other side. If you have a player on the other side, what would happen? Might they be able to return it? Yep. All right, so that would be our rally. All right, so our rally is what we're looking at is when the ball is going backwards and forwards between you and maybe a wall or a partner, all right, or an object on the other side. So remember, it's open body shape, bounce, step, and up and over. If it hits the wall without bouncing, we've either not given ourselves enough distance to the other side, or we've not quite got the technique to get it up and over. All right, but what we are looking for is that practice, all right, of that backhand using our surface that's going to be our barrier in the middle and then our wall at the top. All right, so again, give yourself 5 minutes, all right, 6 minutes, however long you like. If you want to keep practicing, if you want to spend a bit more time, feel free to do so, all right, because we're all about practicing, we're all about developing, so take as much time as you need, all right? Put us on pause, and I'll see you in a few. Okay, we're back again for the third and final part of our performance. So, we are looking at, in today's PE lesson, we have gone through our teach, all right, so you've gone through the principle of learning what a backhand is, we've gone through you having to play with it, and then we've extended it, all right, so we've progressed you onto using a net, so you get used to that up and down movement and seeing whether you are successful or not. However, we've got one more final thing to do, all right, is you might, as you go, all right, you might, if you have someone at home, and hopefully you do, hopefully you might have an adult at home that might be a little bit competitive, all right, you might have a brother or a sister, all right, that just enjoys playing. You might even have someone that plays tennis in your household, all right, and that would be amazing because you can show them what you've learned and how you can do it, all right. But we are just going to play with your barrier, right, acting as the net. You are just going to try and play backwards and forwards. As you do this, though, it might not always come back to a backhand, because when we use our backhand technique, it's when it's on the non-racket side. So if the ball is bouncing here, I could use my forehand. But if I change it, it bounces over this side, and I might have to use that backhand, all right? So what I want you to practice now is you're going to try and play a little rally. If you, as I said, if you've got someone at home, use them. If not, then all we have to do is we try and play against the wall. So we just try and play. I'm going to try and serve backhand. Do you think I can do it at home? Do you think? So we're just going to try back over. There we go. Oh, it's coming over. Oh, it didn't quite come back. So maybe I need to put a little bit more power in it. All right. But again, it's not the best scenario in the world, but what it is an opportunity for you to practice the technique. So I might come in, over there, good, oh, I can try and hit again, all right, if it comes back to you. Ideally, you'd have a second person. If you find that a little bit too difficult, there's no reason why you can't just go, pop these out the way, move out the way, and then we can just play a rally. So it might be again, forehand, step off, backhand, forehand, backhand, forehand, all right, until it breaks down. See how many times you can do it. Have you done it 5, 6, 7? Each time, try and increase it by maybe 1. If you get quite good, increase it by 2. Challenge yourself to see how many rallies you can have against a partner at home or against a brick wall, all right, or a wall that you have in your house, all right? Give it a go. Again, we're always welcome to hear feedback, see how you're getting on, all right, and making sure that you're giving it your best go and staying active at home, all right? Stay tuned for next week. Take care for now.